Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. And we've seen some pretty weak price action throughout the session today. And I want to take a quick look and test one of the patterns that is setting up specifically in the ES and the YM today. So the pattern I'm going to be testing is based off of where the high of the day is relative to yesterday's low. So you can see on this top left chart, we've got the ES. And the high of the session here at 27.7750 is under prior day low. So prior day low up here just above 2800 area. And today's high is less than that. What I want to do is look at that pattern and then adding, are we trading in the top half of the range versus the bottom half of the range when below a 200-day moving average. Now this pattern is true for the ES and the YM. The NASDAQ's not below the 200-day moving average, and the Russell did break into prior day's range. So we're only going to be able to test this for today based off of the ES and YM. So let me minimize this and we will set it up. So I've got the ES selected, the YM selected, the setup intraday time based. I'm going to do this at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time as a long. The exit will be the close of regular trading hours. I don't need to add an opening filter because the pattern kind of defines the open because the high of the session is less than the prior day low, which means you had the gap down and you had the gap down below prior day low for that to be true. So first we're going to be able to look at closing in the top half of the range at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if we were trading in the top half of the range at 2:30, that will be our first example. We are below the 200. Let me get that added and hit view results. And again, this pattern, the high of the session is less than the prior day's regular trading hours low. And you're trading in the top half of the range at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. This is set up as a long with an exit at the close of regular trading hours. And I've got below the 200-day moving average here. So in this example, the ES and the YM, about 33 samples between the two of them, both of them very similar win rates coming in just over 70%. So both of those have been favored on the long side historically with this pattern. Now let's look at what it looks like if we're trading in the bottom half of the range going into 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. So here we go. In this example, we've got about 100, just over 100 samples between the two, 48 in the ES, 53 in the YM. So trading in the bottom half of the range has happened much more often when this setup is in play going into 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. And when it has been in the bottom half of the range, it's not nearly as bullish as it was when it's in the top half of the range at 2:30. So you can see the win rates here, low to mid 40s. 44% for the ES, 45% for the YM. So not a very strong bias there to the long side if trading in the bottom half of the range going into the close. Whereas if you're in the top half of the range, there's less samples to lean on, but it has been more bullish historically. So I hope you found that interesting. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow.